Okay, so I have the pieces to my purse, and I'm gonna start by putting the mats onto the base piece. And I don't know if it shows, I created it with, there's some score lines here. So I guess I can go ahead and fold it. But this is like the base of it. So, but before we fold it permanently, I'm gonna go ahead and put the mats down, and I'm gonna be using some of this ScraPerfect glue with the no clog writing cap. And with this glue, a little goes a super long way. Okay, so I have the mats glued on to the base, and you had seen where I realized that I had made these too tall. I was working off of this measurement and not the height, the width. So I went ahead and just cut these down, and I will make sure that the file is correct before I give it away, share it with you guys. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is take some more of this fantastic glue. And typically when you make stuff like this, a lot of people will use the tape, the tear and tape or scored tape, that kind of thing. But this glue is so good that you can use it, and it will really hold your projects together quite nicely. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on these two flaps here, and go ahead and get this side panel stuck down. Okay, so I went ahead and cut off that piece because it was just a serious design flaw. I hadn't thought it through, but I'm keeping this in the video so that you see in the design process that, you know, there is some trial and error when you're creating SVG files, because I create mine pretty much from scratch. So until you cut it out, sometimes you just don't realize certain things. So I made a new clasp, if you will, and so I cut this down differently, and I rounded the edge, but I still have the score line on this one side. So I'm going to add some more of this glue, and we're going to go ahead and put that on this back side. Okay, so what this is just a button I had in my stash. I've had this stash like forever. And what I did was I cut off the little part, the back, and then I added some of this glue around it. I did file off the little nubs that were extra, and then I added some of the glue, and I let it sit for a minute so it would begin to dry, so it would be extra tacky. So when I went ahead, as you saw, and just put it down, it was ready to hold. So that's what I did for this. So I'll let it just finish setting up. But here's my basic purse box. And of course you can fill it with all kinds of things if you want. It's pretty good size, but my intention was to make a set of little greeting cards with envelopes and put it in there to give to a crafty friend. So now all that's left to do is for me to decorate it up and make my cards. Okay, so here's my finished project. I added a little tag and then an organza bow and then a few little butterfly punches. And then for the fastener, I just used a little Velcro dot so that you can fasten that shut and it'll stay shut. And as you can see, the glue just held it together really well. No problems with that. So I will go ahead and leave a link in the info section to where you can go and pick up this glue. It's amazing glue. You'll want to get it, and especially the no clog writing cap, which is really great. And then for the SVG file, I'll leave a link in the info section as well to where you can go and pick that up. And if you like the video, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. And stay tuned because I will be making the cards very shortly that will be going into this cute little purse. So until the next time, you have a wonderfully crafty day.